In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 3, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Cubs versus Milwaukee Brewers. The Chicago Cubs have been struggling as of late as they are now 4th in the National League Central with a 38-43 record thus far. Veteran southpaw Drew Smyly will be on the mound here and is coming off a losing effort against the Philadelphia Phillies where he pitched 3.2 innings and allowed 7 runs on 9 hits with a walk and 2 strikeouts. The Milwaukee Brewers have been climbing the National League Central standings as they are tied for the top spot in the division with a 44-39 record. Right-hander Julio Teheran will be taking the ball here and is coming off a losing effort against the New York Mets as he finished throwing 5.2 innings and gave up 7 runs on 7 hits with a hit by pitch and 2 strikeouts. Chicago is 26-9 in their last 35 series opening games and 1-6 in their last 7 games overall, while the under is 12-3-1 in their last 16 road games. Milwaukee is 4-1 in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record and 5-1 in their last 6 division games, while the under is 41-20-4 in their last 65 games against a team with a losing record. When looking at the bullpens throughout the season, there is a minor split as Chicago is 17th in the sport with a 4-reliever earned run average, while Milwaukee is 20th with a 4.12 bullpen earned run average this year. There is a massive difference between these offenses when looking at the batting average with runners in scoring position this year. The Cubs are 9th in baseball with a .261 team batting average, while the Brew Crew are 23rd with a .243 batting average with runners in scoring position. These have been 2 inconsistent offenses for much of the season, and right now, they're 2 teams I'm not looking to back, but the Brewers' struggles are well documented against lefties as of late, and Drew Smyly's been a nice mid-rotation lefty for the Cubs. Julio Teheran's pitched well, but I'm worried regression's on the hunt for him and that it could start here. So the Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. When looking at the splits from these starting pitchers, you will see runs are going to be at a premium as Drew Smyly is 4-3 with a 2.74 earned run average and a .256 opposing batting average in 8 road games, while Julio Teheran is 1-1 with a .171 batting average against with a 1.57 earned run average in 4 home games. Neither team has been hitting for much power over the course of the 15 days as Chicago is 19th in the majors with 12 home runs while Milwaukee is last with just 8 homers over that span. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Cincinnati Reds versus Washington Nationals. The Cincinnati Reds face the Washington Nationals with both teams heading in opposite directions this season. The Reds have a 45-39 record and are in first place in the National League Central Division. The Nationals have a 34-49 record and are in last place in the National League East Division. For the upcoming game, the Reds will turn to Luke Weaver as their starting pitcher who hopes to improve as he's allowed 14 runs in his last 3 starts, while the Nationals will turn to Jake Irvin to start the game. The Reds are 4-1 in their last 5 Monday games and 5-1 in their last 6 during Game 1 of a series. The Nationals are 3-7 in their last 10 Monday games and 12-43 in their last 55 during Game 1 of a series. The over is 7-2 in Reds' last 9 overall. The over is 4-1 in Nationals' last 5 during Game 1 of a series. The Reds are 12-27 in the last 39 meetings. The Nationals are hoping to turn their season around and look to pull off the upset at home, but the Reds have looked dominant since June and look to control this game from the first inning. The Reds, who average 4.99 runs per game, should drive in runs at will with Matt McLain, Spencer Steer, and the rest of the lineup making hard contact and crushing pitches against Jake Irvin and the rest of the Reds pitchers to easily played base runners. The Reds should limit a Nationals lineup that averages only 4.13 runs per game, with Luke Weaver stepping up and pitching multiple scoreless innings to allow the bullpen to close out the game with a comfortable lead. You can make a case for the Washington Nationals and plus money at home, especially with Jake Irvin pitching better than Luke Weaver this season. However, the Reds have been a different team over the last month. There's some confidence with this club and the offense produces consistently. I don't expect the Nationals to build on what was a good week for them, so the Cincinnati Reds money line is our full game side pick. This is a high total, and it's easy to think that the upcoming game will be low scoring with both starting pitchers stepping up. However, the Reds are carried by their lineup and both teams look to drive in runs with ease from the first pitch. The Nationals should drive in runs at will against Luke Weaver, who has allowed 14 runs in the last 3 starts, with Lane Thomas, Jeimer Candelario, and the rest of the lineup making contact and putting together strong plate appearances to easily plate base runners. The Reds, who have scored 27 runs in the last 4 games, should run up the score with Matt McLain, Spencer Steer, Elly De La Cruz, and the rest of the lineup swinging for the fences and powering the ball against the Nationals pitchers to circle the bases at will. This will be a high-scoring game dominated by the 2 lineups. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Miami Marlins. The St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins meet Monday in MLB action from Marlins Park. The Cardinals are fresh off a weekend series versus the Yankees. After a split in the first pair, on Sunday St. Louis bagged a 4-run win. As for Miami, they played the Braves in their last set. Miami lost the first pair of games, then in the finale the Marlins fell by 3. The Cardinals are 8-21 in their last 29 in Game 1 of a series and 1-4 in their last 5 Monday games. St. Louis is 2-5 in their last 7 versus a lefty starter. Meanwhile, the Marlins are 4-1 in their last 5 in Game 1 of a series and 10-3 in the last 13 at home. The over is 6-0 in Miami's last 6 in Game 1 of a series. St. Louis has struggled against teams with a winning record, losing 11 of the last 14, and the Cardinals have lost 5 of the last 6 on the road against a team with a winning record. Miami has won 14 of its last 12 at home against the team with a losing record and overall at home. Miami has won 10 of its last 13. St. Louis starting pitcher Miles McCollum has been hit hard in each of the last 4 starts, allowing 30 hits and 18 runs in only 24 2/3 innings, with St. Louis losing each of those 4 games. In contrast, Miami starting pitcher Braxton Garrett has had 4 consecutive strong outings, allowing 3 runs in 23 1/3 innings, with Miami winning each of the 4 games. Miami has won 8 of Garrett's last 9 starts. Garrett is pitching well these days and should be able to put the team in a good position. In his last 3 starts, Garrett is 2-0 with just 3 earned on 10 hits and 2 walks over 18 combined innings. In Sunday's matchup, Miami had a bad couple of innings and couldn't get much going at the plate. St. Louis is hot after the series win over the Yankees, so Miami will need a good rebound effort in the opener. So the Miami Marlins money line is our full game side pick. The total has finished under in 11 of the last 16 games that St. Louis has played on the road, in 5 of the last 6 games that St. Louis has played in Miami, and in 18 in the last 26 games that St. Louis and Miami have played overall. Miami is 26th in runs scored and a solid 13th in team earned run average. Miami starter Braxton Garrett has allowed 1 earned run or less in 7 of the last 10 starts and 2 earned runs or less in 9 of the last 10 starts. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.